So welcome to another episode of Indisputable Evidence. We back again, even though we won short. I'm your co-host, Anthony Beck, along with my other co-host,
Marcus Davis, and I am bad second tonight because Gerald is dead. I'm kidding.
Damn. Oh. Well, it's your boy Darnell, the Damian Lillard truther.
But you guys throw it on me though, Marcus.
Hey man, Darnell's a suspect now too. Darnell Monroe is a suspect.
Listen, I've been part of it since day one.
He's a suspect.
Day one.
He's the one that sacrificed Jerry. He did it.
If y'all watching this right now, whether it be on Twitter or on YouTube, this is all. I ain't got nothing to do. I don't know what's going on around here. I just work here.
Hey man, Streets is saying, man, every time you be backstage before these shows, you be throwing up the signs. You be getting the ritual started, man. You be doing the blood rituals. That's what.
So AB, you don't want to drink the pig's blood. I thought we agreed on that, man.
We didn't agree on nothing.
Hey man, that's the first sign of solidarity with y'all peoples, man. I don't know why you backing it down.
What did Eddie Murphy saying? Like, we.
Hey man, you don't want to be throwing the signs up. You don't want to be trying to lead the charge.
We.
That's all you.
No, you saw who doing that, trying to drag everybody else down.
Yeah. Allegedly, man, you the one that gave the order for Jerry to be sacrificed before the night show. That was you.
Gerald has a family function going on right now that he's told us about. So
he thinks it's a family function, but in reality,
we will not be just doing that.
Brother having a good vacation right now, man.
Nah, in all seriousness, he
looking nice and peaceful.
Yeah, speaking of good vacation, Darnell got the bag. This man got millions and millions of dollars, and because the vacation he finna go on, all the celebrities and all the superstars be going there, man. I'm saying that you got to have money to go there.
Can you elaborate?
Brother, we are starting the show. We're not talking about my personal life. I'm just taking a nice week off with my family and plus one. So that's it, man.
That boy said, why am I
taking a vacation where though? Let the people know.
Somewhere in the Caribbean. That's all y'all need to know. That's it.
So you going back to the motherland?
I'm not going to Haiti, brother. Nobody.
Yeah. Hey, you turning back on your people like that? That's crazy.
If you see the clips on what's going on in Haiti, you wouldn't want to go to Haiti.
Toussaint Louverture is turning in his grave, hearing the news of you turning his back on his people.
Nigga, there's a nigga out here named Barbecue.
Hold on now, Darnell.
What?
Yeah, figure out why he named Barbecue.
I'm saying right now, Darnell ain't lying about that part. Though. He ain't lying about that.
Hey, in that case,
dude.
Toussaint Louverture, Dutty Bookman, Jean-Jacques Dessalines, y'all going to understand.
Oh, what? This nigga Marcus.
But Darnell, tell the people where you going.
I'm going to a nice place. That's all y'all need to know. That's it. A very nice place in the Caribbean.
Where all the millionaires stay. So if he going there, you already know what that means.
You're going to the Dominican Republic.
Yeah, let me go ahead and book my flight to the Dominican Republic. Hold on.
You're going to Hispaniola.
All right, man.
Yeah, we gonna get into the show for this go off the rails. I would just say this. The only place in the Caribbean I've been to is the Bahamas, and that was because I went on the cruise. And I will go ahead and say this right now. And this is for all my Pensacola people that say this all the time about Pensacola Beach having the most beautiful water in the world. Go to the Bahamas, go to the beach in the Bahamas, and you will come back and have a completely different tune. That's all I'm gonna say. That is the most beautiful water I've ever seen in my life.
Or go literally, anywhere outside Pensacola that has very nice beaches.
Oh no, Pensacola has an elite beach. But,
they do. Don't get me wrong, it does. They have very nice beaches.
As far as beach water, the Bahamas has the most beautiful water I've ever seen. Crystal clear blue. Perfect. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. If you have never been to if you have never been anywhere in the Caribbean, all I'm gonna say is this: go visit. It's worth it.
All I can say is that there's so many places outside of the U.S. that just has better beaches, just flat out better.
Yep.
So good, man. Shit, the place I'm going to, the beaches are is worldwide phenomenal. Top 10 right there. So
This man gonna have a drink in one hand, a cigar in the other hand. Gonna be
hey,
living.
hey, they be eating mangoes and dipping them in the seawater.
That man finna be a pirate of the Caribbean. That's crazy.
Yo, I'm finna get in trouble for this. I don't like mangoes.
You know what? You're not getting in trouble. I don't like mangoes either.
Or
Both,
pie.
both of you niggas disgust me.
No. It's gonna really get me in trouble with the community, right? I don't like plantains.
Yo,
I'm sorry, bro.
I don't think I can call you my brother.
I will say this. Plantains are starting to grow on me.
What plantains are y'all eating?
I didn't like them at first, but now they're starting to kind of grow on me.
I mean, to be fair, Darnell, my exposure to plantains was the FAU calf. So I mean, I ain't exactly.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, no shit, brother. Like, damn, bro, we need to get you some Chef Creole or some shit, bro, man.
Some, bro. I am a non-Caribbean, and I got exposed to FAU with plantains. So I ain't exactly start off with the right foot. I need help. All my Caribbean brothers out there, everybody in the diaspora, help me.
Somebody get this man some pickles, bona free, grill.
Whatever you say.
I'm gonna really get in trouble now.
You don't like plantains either, do you?
I don't like pineapples.
Damn,
nigga.
That's kind of crazy, man.
That's objectively kind of wild.
Damn,
though.
like mangoes, I can kind of see it because some people is like that. Pineapples is wild. That's wild.
Like, I don't know a single person of any creed that does not like pineapples in some capacity.
I will say though, me personally, I don't like watermelon. Like I think watermelon, I don't like watermelon at all. Mm-mm. I think it's very overrated. And I tried it all types of ways. Tried it with sugar. No. I tried it with salt.
No. See, no.
I tried it in smoothies.
Marcus, we will be officially revoking Darnell's black card.
Well, I ain't gonna do it. I don't like watermelon either.
Yours is revoked too.
Watermelon is vastly overrated.
It's just I don't like the sweet. I don't like sweet, so I don't really like the sweet stuff. I do the whole salt routine every time I eat them, and it works a lot better. But I can't get into watermelon like that.
Before we get into the show, I got a question about that because I've seen this a lot. I've seen a lot of people put salt on watermelon or just in fruit in general. What's up with that? Because I tried it one time and it just did not sit well with me.
Sweet and salty. Oh, yeah, sweet and salty.
Sweet and salty combo.
I can't do it, especially with watermelon, because for me, I like sweet watermelon. Like if I know it's sweet, I can tell it's sweet just by looking at it. So because even in my job we serve watermelon, I look at it like, yeah, it's sweet or it's not. I can tell. So me personally, I like it to be a little bit sweeter. I don't like it to be like bitter or you can barely taste it. So I like the sweet watermelon. I can't put salt on there because for me personally, it just interferes with the taste for me. Like it just interferes with it. Like I can't do it.
That's all right. You just not accustomed to experiencing like two of them at the same time.
Like I've done one without salt, one piece with salt. Like with salt, it's not terrible, but it's just not something that I would do.
See, if you already don't like watermelon, it's never gonna be like the greatest at all. So even with the salt, it's gonna add a little bit of something to it, like the sweet and salty sensation for a lot of people, including myself. It helps. But if you already don't like watermelon, it's fine. It's never gonna be like on your top 10 list or anything like that, but it's not bad.
Right. Well, we got a big show for y'all tonight. Before we get into this watermelon and Caribbean talk.
Man, I am rising above stereotypes of my people not eating watermelon.
This is wild. Black people not liking watermelon. This is wild.
I mean, I think that's more common. I think the craziest shit is like the stereotype of like niggas liking fried chicken. It's like everybody likes fried chicken.
That shit good.
It's just fucking amazing.
But not everybody like it.
I get the origin of why that's a thing, obviously, but damn, that shit good.
Yeah, we got a big show for y'all tonight. So man, do y'all smell that fresh cut football grass out there? No. It reminds me. It's telling us it's that time of year. It's right around the corner. Football season is right around the corner, whether we talk about college football or the NFL. We got training camps starting. Some started a couple of days ago. Some are starting today. Most of them are starting tomorrow.
Sure, both of our teams, AB.
Let's all take a moment real quick to thank God for this blessing that He bestowed upon us. Thank you, God.
Hosanna in the highest. God bless football. The smell of freshly cut grass, and in my team's case, the smell of a nicely, newly built state-of-the-art facility for us to actually practice in. Changes in the air. I love it. I'm here. I'm excited. I waited my whole life for this. AP, them Cowboys reported today. It's another season. It's pursuit of championship number 6 in your case.
Yep. I told you I had G's out of California. That's where they at right now.
Oxnard babies.
Oxnard.
But some of these players are stinking, man. They stinking. They smell putrid. Ugh.
Hey,
Some
man.
of these guys got fucking paid.
Yeah.
They got fucking paid.
We are definitely gonna start there because
they didn't let me hold some category.
Yeah, apparently it's bag day, but not only in football. Somebody else got paid today too, and too bad that this person is not on with us. Jerry's not on with us because.
AB, let me do this one. So, without further ado, allow me to announce the first ever player with a $300 million contract in NBA history, and he did it with an amputated left hand. Jaylen Brown, ladies and gentlemen. Clap it up.
I'm not even gonna lie though. When I saw that notification, I was like, okay, good for him. And then I saw, oh, this is for 5 years. So he's getting paid $60 million a year.
That last contract is
60.8 to be exact.
Oh,
the last year is almost 70.
Oh, so it's like, oh my God.
The last year is what?
It's 69 million to be exact. Nice.
Hey, I know that new TV deal is gonna be coming in soon. But wow. Talk about a brother getting paid.
Boy, you set for life. Your kids set for life. Your kids' kids are set for life.
Man, a black man made that much money in the city of Boston? Hand this jersey up right now.
Hey, that brother got a trade kicker too, so if they ever try to get funny with his money, he gonna get even more bags.
Yep. And he has a no trade clause. Shout out to Jaylen Brown, because I'm gonna be honest, as much as Boston fans get frustrated with him, and I would love to see him get better with his left hand, this man deserves it. Like, this is a guy that's consistently starting to average 25 to 27 a game now for a really good team in Boston that has Jason Tatum, who's breaking the bank next year when it's time for his extension.
He's breaking several banks.
Yeah. Brink's truck gonna be back in Boston very soon. But this man deserves it. He does. I love to see guys earn their money the way that they do, the way that he's earned his money. He's been a model citizen in Boston the entire time. He's continued to get better. There's some things he has to improve on, but he's consistently continued to get better. To get this kind of deal is the richest contract in NBA history. Just shout out to him. Congratulations, Jaylen Brown, man. You deserve that money. You definitely
Clap it up.
And you know what's crazy? 7 years ago, guess who had the most expensive contract in the NBA? Mike fucking Conley with
Oh, I knew you were gonna sprinkle in Mike Conley.
56 million.
That
You see how the cap has grown, man? These brothers are getting fucking paid.
Hey man, 2016 was a hell of a year for a lot of things. Music, it was a great year. It was great personal lives, and for NBA free agents that summer, it was paradise.
Hey, they gave niggas like Alan Crabb generational money, man.
Oh my god, Timothy Mozgov parlayed that finals for the year before into 60 some odd million with the Lakers, bro. That shit was insane. Role players was really getting started money. Timothy Mozgov was out here calling top 10 wide receivers in the NFL broke Negroes.
But what I want to ask y'all about this Jaylen Brown contract, everybody wants to know. Is it worth giving him 60 M's?
Did they have a choice? Not really.
They didn't have a choice.
I mean, they did have a choice, though. They could have said no.
No, they didn't.
They were never going to let him go. That's the thing.
They did it, Darnell. They were never letting him go.
Listen, there was multiple. If they said, hey, we're not going to trade you and we're going to give you 1 year, and they just said that to the market, every team is answering that phone. Every team. Every team is answering that phone.
My thing is, though, congrats for him getting his money. He's a guy that's gotten better every year he's been in the NBA. He's legitimately one of the better scorers in the league, even despite his deficiencies with dribble at times. And he can be frustrating, especially down stretch in the playoffs. And even though at times he will be the best player on any given night, even though it is Jason Tatum's team, let's not get twisted.
Yeah.
Now, can they win a championship together? They've gotten close on multiple occasions. Will they break through eventually? Who the hell knows? But as for now, they got 5+ more years to figure it out.
Well, plus, if they reached the finals, man, they reached the finals.
Yeah, they've gotten close. They were 2 wins away from the title.
That's closer than any Boston Celtics core has gotten for like the past decade and a half.
You know how crazy it is if you're the Boston Celtics, the prestigious franchise that they are. They went like damn near 20 years between their last 2 championships, and their last championship appearance until 2 seasons ago was 2010. Like they went whole decades since the 1980s between championship appearances. Like, that's kind of nuts. And this is the team that's gotten the closest out of anybody else since then, and is probably one of the better assembled rosters in the NBA. So they're always going to be in contention as long as those guys are there. It's just, will they get over the hump? Will they get out of their own way? Is the question.
Finesser of the century chain, the Jaylen Brown. Yeah. Yo, especially him coming out of, oh my God, like, remember, like, his biggest weakness was, like, he couldn't shoot. And in his second year, he ended up being, like, a 38% three-point shooter. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like,
he beat the odds. He beat the odds, man.
I will say this. The only thing about Jaylen Brown that I question was his decision to go to Cal out of high school.
Hey, man, respect education?
Yeah, he was going for the education. No, he really was. He really was.
I commend that, but we all knew good and darn well you was a one and done.
I mean, yeah, but ain't nothing wrong with going to Berkeley for a year.
It's not, but I mean, if you don't care about your education.
I find it really funny though. Berkeley is one of those schools. It's like one of the absolute like premier institutions in America.
It is, but
Marshawn Lynch went with the Cal. Deshaun Jackson went to Cal. Like it's both a premier learning institution and also really fucking hilarious that those guys went there.
Hey man, Marshawn Lynch was like that in the classroom. Y'all say what y'all want about what you see on the outside. I keep telling people, don't judge him by what you see on the outside. That man was like that in them books. He was like that. You don't just get in the guy. They don't just let anybody in.
No.
Like guys like Marshawn Lynch and Deshaun Jackson, they may come from the rough side. They may come from the rough side of town, but
still have to go in the books.
They got it up here. They are. Look at the moves that Marshawn Lynch has made since retirement. The business moves he's made. That's all up here.
And I say all that to say, Jaylen Brown made a wonderful decision going out there to the institution.
No, he didn't, because there's one school in California that you could have went to if you cared about education.
Oh Christ! Here goes the Stanford propaganda.
Hey man, I'm just saying. I mean, it's
All them schools are really good.
Yeah, all of them are. Yeah.
Like UCLA is great, USC is great. I mean,
You know what's crazy?
I
I
remember
think one of the
he's
things with him. Oh yeah, true.
he's right.
yeah.
He was a major part of his recruitment. I do remember that, and people was wondering why Cal was like right there in this recruitment the whole time. It's like he's a 5-star, he's one of the top 10 players in the country. Why is Cal? Like this is why. Like you got people in your ear about Cal, and hey, he made a great academic decision because
And
like
even then, I don't
everybody.
even know if that's a crazy thing because you see in college basketball recruitment with all these 5-stars that be out there, they've been going to these offbeat schools all the time. Like you got kids going to mid majors as 5-stars on a regular basis. So I don't even think it's a big deal.
Was it Zaire? It was Zaire Williams, I think. Ended up at Stanford.
Yeah, Zaire, which was the worst decision for his career. I mean,
It-
technically, it worked out since he was still ended up being a lottery pick, but still, he should have went to
it wasn't.
to a blue blood school anyway.
Yeah.
It would have done wonders for his development.
It would have because he looked really good for Memphis for a minute that last year, and this year he kind of took a step back.
But yeah, shout out to Jay Brown for getting his money. He deserved it. And we're gonna see what that Boston team does this year. A lot of people look at them and Milwaukee as the favorites right now. Yes, right now. I expect change in a few weeks.
They're the favorites. You can never count Miami out, no matter what record they are.
No, Marcus, it's gonna change in a few weeks once the trade goes down.
It'll go down.
Yeah, it'll go down, and all the talk about Boston and Milwaukee being the favorites, that's gonna change.
Are we sure?
Immediately. Just look at what's under Darnell's name. Is all you got. That's all you need to know.
Truther. Good Lord.
Hey, all I gotta say is that niggas was scared of Miami when we had Gabe Vincent running the point.
Boy, they gonna be really scared. That's all I'm gonna say. Why do you think the national media is like, why is he only saying Miami? Why is he only saying Miami? That's where the man want to go.
I mean, they don't have to send them there, but I mean, what choice do they really have other than to send them there? So I mean, it's gonna happen. I don't know why everybody's like just waiting on pins and needles. It's going to happen. Sip your coffee, or do whatever the hell you do, and just wait for the damn news to drop. It's gonna happen.
Exactly.
Hey, shout out to my nigga Jaylen Brown, though, man.
Yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. Not only for what he does on the court, but all the work he does off the court.
I don't care about whether they're winning championship. He won.
Yeah, he won. And for the work he does off the court, I commend him for that as well.
Yeah.
And Ben Shapiro, shut your fucking white ass mouth, man. Talking that shit.
That was great, but fuck Ben Shapiro.
Fuck Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, but before we get to everybody else that's got in the bag, I wouldn't be remiss if we didn't mention our thoughts and prayers are with Bronny James right now and the entire James family after, he collapsed on the court, they said yesterday, and went into cardiac arrest. It ended up getting rushed to the hospital, was in ICU. They said today now he's in stable condition, so that's a great sign right there. Hopefully he continues to improve and make a full recovery. But definitely thoughts and prayers are with the entire family right now. I know that's a scary situation. He's a freshman. He's going to be a freshman at USC, and just 18 years old. And it just goes to show you, it doesn't matter what age you are, it can happen to anybody. So just keep the family in your prayers, man.
Yeah, like every time you hear something like this in young athlete, you get flashbacks to like Hank Gathers back in 1990, Reggie Lewis back in 93, things like that. You never want to hear young athletes, especially at his age, 18 years old, having heart issues. So the good news is he's out of ICU and in the clear in the short term. Long term, I hope they are looking after his heart, from this point, and Zamari returning it as much as they can, and hope he's going to be okay. And Keontae Johnson also, the situation that went on with him a couple years ago at the University of Florida. Like it's a scary situation. You never want to see somebody go through anything like this, and you always want to make sure everything is on up and up. Just keep him in your prayers, and hope it's gonna be okay. whatever he does, even if he doesn't play basketball anymore, just hope he's gonna live a nice, healthy life.
And I don't think a lot of people realize like the number one cause of death for young athletes is literally cardiac arrest.
Yep.
Like it happens so frequently that we don't even realize it. Like you would think like some other shit like seizures or like strokes. No, it's this right here. Cardiac arrest, and it happens a lot in these young athletes. So definitely, I'm glad that he's okay. He's all good. For that next step, whatever happens there happens. But as long as we know that he's safe, we still gonna support him no matter what.
For sure, man. It's his health and his quality of life from this point on is first and foremost. I don't care if he picks a basketball up ever again after today. As long as he's able to live a healthy, productive life for as long as he's allowed to live it until his 70s, 80s, and whoever the hell knows, that's priority number one.
Yeah, definitely, man. Just continue thoughts and prayers with the entire family. I know it's been rough on him the last couple of days, and it's time where you say just keep him in your prayers. Know that God's watching over all of them, and just all we can do is just hope and pray for the best.
That's really all you can do. Hope that they keep a monitor on his heart. They keep tabs on that. They keep everything on the up and up. Everything's gonna be fine. And keep your bullshit agendas to yourself. Just keep your keep them.
Definitely, especially to a certain somebody that recently left ESPN. I'm not gonna say that person's name, but yeah, you was dead wrong for that tweet, and I've lost all respect for you after that.
Hey man, every time something like this happens, you got a bunch of freaks that try to hop on the train. Like, was just the vaccine to doing this? Yada yada yada. I was like, guys, young kids, young 18-year-olds, and young athletes didn't just start having heart attacks after March 2020. This has always been a thing.
Exactly, and this kid could have died, and that's the first thing they say. Like, come on, man! Like, what are we doing here?
And if anything, it always comes down to a lack of understanding of how vaccines work, and what are people's responses to it. If anything has shown, it's COVID that affects them, not the vaccines. But
but
y'all niggas, y'all stupid niggas, not gonna even understand that in the first place.
Too damn ignorant.
Yeah, I'm starting to think doing your own research was a terrible idea because of my experiences, y'all are terrible at doing research. Just leave your stupid ass agendas at the door and just think about the kid, man. And we'll leave it at that.
I mean, before y'all talk, I need to have like a certificate or something, some kind of certification to see that you have taken a basic genetics class at either a high school level, because I can't even say a collegiate level, because the way y'all niggas talking about shit, you don't even know the basics, man. Fucking middle schoolers got more knowledge than y'all dumbass motherfuckers.
Yep.
Jesus.
It's like y'all need to switch up the. First is COVID vaccines, now it's clones, now it's he was gonna buy Viacom, man. Switch it up.
It's like what's next? What's gonna be next?
Like YouTube University is not giving out good degrees, bro. It's just not.
Yeah, just go to Google University.
I don't even trust them with that because they're gonna go down.
If I can trust that, now that I think about it, now I'm glad you said that. Now that I think about that, go to an actual university.
Like, don't talk to me unless you know how to correctly cite sources. You know how to discern what's disinformation and what's not. If y'all say y'all got this shit from a video on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, what did Phoebe used to say on Boy Meets World? Open a book.
Exactly. Open the book, read it closely, annotate it, do what you got to do. Get proper information and do proper research, do your proper due diligence, or shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I agree 100% with all that. With that, we're gonna move on to the next bag that happened, and it was a big bag.
Where the bag at?
So, right after Jaylen Brown got paid, And like I said, that $304 million is wild.
That's insane. But congrats to him.
My guy, one of the top 3 corners in the NFL right now. Trayvon Diggs.
Mm-hmm. What do you got?
That's one less rookie extension we got to worry about for next year.
Shout out that draft class. Well, what's the contract looking like? What's the extension looking like?
5-year, $97 million extension with incentives that could push it all the way up to $104 million.
Oh, that's amazing. Let me check out what the contract terms really are. So, yeah, so it can be worth up to 104 incentives. Let's see the breakdown. $21.25 million signing bonus, $19 million a year average salary. That's what's up. $4 million cap hit this year. Nothing crazy. The man got money, and it's a good deal for him because he's a corner that, considering how the deal is structured, it's very much banking on him continuing to get better as it goes on. Because remember, he hasn't been playing quarterback for all that long. And very little of those times he's been playing quarter on the outside.
Because when he signed with Alabama, he originally signed as a wide receiver, and then they moved him over to corner. And when he started at corner, they put him on the inside. He was playing slot corner. Because I think at the time you had Minka Fitzpatrick out there, and then on the other side, I forgot who they had.
It wasn't Humphrey, was it?
It might have been Marlon Humphrey. I think they were both there, and they were upperclassmen, and they were about to enter the draft. So I think it was both of them on each side, and he was playing inside corner. So
good God, that DB room stacked.
That DB room is crazy. And then on top of that, you have him, and then Surtain comes in.
Yeah, that's Strap City.
Yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, so he's only been playing corner for about 6 years, and a couple years ago he gave up the most yards in the NFL to receivers, even though he had 11 picks.
But had a bunch of receptions, and then fast forward to last year, he grew a lot. Like he really did. His technique was better. His fluidity was a lot better. He wasn't as much of a gambler. Now, when it was time to gamble and time to make a play, he was able to do that. He ran routes for guys that every so often. That's the receiver background.
Yep.
So this is a lot. This is really depending on him continuing to grow and progress and keep developing as it goes on. Because again, didn't start out as a corner. Got moved inside, came in the league, nice playing outside. So he's learning a whole bunch of different techniques, a whole bunch of coverages, all that type of stuff. So really, really happy for him. And the sky's the limit for him as far as his progression and his maturation as an NFL corner goes.
And I will also say this about his development. Having Stephon Gilmore on the other side there is to help him immensely. Because that's a guy that's a former defensive player of the year, has played corner at an elite level for a number of years now. He gets to learn from him, and with him being as young as he is, being able to take that knowledge and apply it onto the field, now you got 2 guys who you really can't throw their way. So that's going to help him. That's going to help him massively, and I can't wait to see what he looks like out there defensively with both of those guys. But shout out to Trayvon Diggs for getting that money. He definitely deserves it. He's been a ball hawk since he got in the league. He's continued to get better. He's continued to grow. And he, not just Micah Parsons, he's also one of the reasons why this defense is one of the elite defenses in the NFL and has a chance to actually be the best defense in the NFL this year. I think they will be, in my opinion. I'm not just saying this is a Cowboys. I'm not.
They'll be there. They'll be in the conversation.
They very well could be the best defense in the NFL. They are that good. You got pass rushers. DeMarcus Lawrence is still doing it at a high level. You got Mike Parsons, who's gonna be an edge rusher some, but he's gonna play more linebacker this year. So you get to see the versatility from him. With Leighton Vander Esch is back, and he's gonna be really good. And then the secondary, I just mentioned, Diggs on one side, Gilmore on the other side, and you still have Jaron Kearse and
you did lose Donovan Wilson, but who else do you have?
Yeah, lost Donovan Wilson, but Jaron Kearse at safety, you still got him there, and this is a very, very loaded defense. So
It's a fun defense.
It definitely is. But seeing that was warmed my heart seeing him get that money because he definitely deserves it.
It's very much a take care of you guys situation. Get it done early in camp so you don't have to worry about extensions, kicking the can down the road. So good on the Cowboys for getting that done. Good on Trayvon Diggs for getting his money.
Exactly. That I think that's really the biggest part. It's like, damn, the man is 24 years old, man. You got him locked up for 5 more years, man. That is amazing. That is amazing for the Cowboys. From there, man, they got they're really locked in with core on defense. So I think what's the other guy? He only got 2 more years, right? Forgot his name.
Parsons
Parsons up for an extension. Not this year, next year.
he'll get it.
Yeah, he definitely get that. Oh Lord, the numbers on that one gonna be crazy.
They'll get that done very quickly. I have no doubt about that.
Yeah, I'm talking about Martin, Zach Martin.
Oh yeah, they have to get that done.
He didn't report to camp today. He's got a contract dispute. I don't blame him one bit because he's still one of, if not the best guard in the NFL.
He is the best guard in the league, and his contract for the last 6 years is very, 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 very team friendly, allowing him to be able to sign some guys. It's time to pay. He's been the best guard of his generation.
It's time for him to cash in. He's the best guard in the league. He should be paying like it. That's next to be cashed in, and I believe that honestly that's going to happen very soon.
It better.
I really hope so, man, because this defense, I don't know about y'all. Well, I can't say about you, AB, because you probably every year, but this is probably one of the better looking Cowboys teams in recent. I really like it.
It's one of the better looking Cowboys teams. It's one of the weaker NFCs in recent memory also. So you'll be in the upper echelon of that conference.
The addition of Brandon Cooks is going to be very important. That's all I'm going to say.
It will help because they struggle with number twos all last year. CeeDee Lamb was doing his thing because CeeDee Lamb. You ain't got to worry about him not producing. On the outside, it was a mismatch of guys. Sometimes I had to play some rookies here and there. It was a little bit of a struggle, but you don't want to have Noah Brown out there. But you don't want him as one of your centerpieces.
Well, yeah, and on top of that, Michael Gallup, you can tell he was still coming off an injury. He's still ACL injury. He's going to be better this year because now he's going to look like himself again.
Yeah, he
actually recently got extended too. I think during the season last year he did. I think he got extended.
Yeah, I think he did. And then Tony Pollard got the franchise tag, so he'll be your guy in the backfield.
At least for a year. I need him re-signed immediately.
Yeah.
They got to do that.
I mean, he already got 2 starts against him. One, he come off injury. 2, he's running back. And speaking of
Saquon Barkley. Now, they kind of modified his franchise tag deal. So he signed a 1-year deal today, which was for more than what the franchise tag was going to be. So now he's reported to camp. And like I said, like we've been saying, I told the person at my job today who's a big Giants fan, because we were talking about he's on the podcast saying, I may have to consider skipping the season. I looked at it, I was like, ain't no way in hell he's skipping the season. We know what kind of competitor he is. That ain't happening.
Saquon Barkley is not gonna skip out. I knew from the jump, even when we heard all the comments, that man was not finna hold out. He ain't got a stomach for that.
And on top of that, they signed him to a 1-year deal, so we're gonna see what that does this year because they do need to re-sign him because if they don't,
they're fucked.
Yeah.
Great offense, respectfully. I love
I'm not gonna lie. Them locking up their fucking QB. What's that nigga's name? Daniel Jones, right?
They paid the wrong guy.
I know he's a running back. I understand that, but still, man.
He's your best player.
He's the team.
So the problem with the salary, because there's really not much running backs right now can do in terms of improving their material position at the moment, because teams are just have it set in that they're going to use it for cheap labor on your rookie deal, and after that, it's vamoose.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Even if you're like one of the elite guys out there, like even McCaffrey, he found a way to get paid because he managed to parlay the whole versatility angle into it. Derrick Henry took his contract situation a couple years ago. It was a little murky here and there. Saquon, we already know his deal. Nick Chubb, those guys, they're fucked when it comes to getting paid.
You know what's funny about McCaffrey though? He always hurt in Carolina. All of a sudden, he gets to San Francisco. He's healthy.
Hey, man, they're putting a good offense.
Something ain't that something?
Hey man, he's a great player. They got putting a good offense for the first time in forever. So
Yeah, he's finally healthy. And Panthers fans are like kicking themselves. All of a sudden, he go to San Francisco. He's healthy now.
he's not getting ran to the ground.
He's
That
not
is-
getting to the
that is
ground.
true.
He's not running for his life half the time now. So, I mean, of course he's gonna be healthy. That offensive line is elite.
Yeah, but like, think with running backs, especially now, I feel really bad for them. Like the way they get treated is like objectively pretty fucking inhumane if you think about it, because they get used up for cheap labor, and after that, they get crumbs. Like think about it. At 27, 28 years old, you get told that you're washed and no good and damaged goods. You know how crazy that sounds?
Yeah, it's like
It's not on the team right now. Jerry Jones, pick that phone up and bring him back to this roster.
I mean, in these cases, he kind of is. Well, but anyway,
But what were you gonna say?
it's like they're straight up in their athletic prime, bro. And it's like NFL teams are like, nah, man. We'd rather not pay you. Just go pick up another QB in a fucking off of the draft from there, then pay you, and then potentially in 2 years you break down. It's crazy.
yeah, which for the position where for how physical the game is and how physical the game is for them, they do tend to break down a little bit sooner. It's objectively a fucked up and very inhumane deal, but it kind of is what it is in terms of how teams have just got stuck in their ways with it over the last several plus years now. Because you got teams who've just made do with okay running games and guys they get undrafted or get guys from the 7th round or whatnot, and they're able to have effective running games like Kansas City did with Pacheco this year. So from a team building standpoint, I understand it. As absolutely terrible as it is, I get it in a way. But God, I feel so bad for these running backs.
Who was the running back for the Steelers a couple years ago?
Le'Veon Bell?
Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah,
That's the type of shit that's like gets me mad, bro.
Yeah, that contract he got, like low key, that kind of ruined it for a lot of these running backs now because he didn't play particularly well with the Jets. But fuck it, teams get shitty contracts to other positions all the time. Like if y'all gonna devalue positions like this, it's all fun and games. So they start devaluing guards, to start devaluing, right guards, right tackles, all that stuff. It's all fun and games. So they devalue centers. Like,
Yo, that's gonna be crazy, man. That's gonna be crazy.
we know
like,
what position ain't never get devalued.
quarterbacks never getting devalued. In fact, it's slightly overvalued with some of the contracts that get painted out.
God, I mean,
Talk about massively overrated, man.
Like it's the most important position in sports. We get that. But the fact that there is no quarterback middle class is making a lot of the inflation issues with some of these deals a lot worse than they should be.
hold on. Little controversy here. I would challenge the fact that the quarterback is the most important position on the football field.
What other position would you say then?
Left tackle. If you don't have a good left tackle, is the quarterback going to last?
And then again, if you don't have a good quarterback at all, what's good is a good left tackle?
Put it this way. Joe Theismann's injury from a Lawrence Taylor sack is the reason why left tackles get paid the way they get paid now.
Yeah, but then again, it's like this. The quarterback is the house. The left tackle is the insurance. You can't get insurance without the house.
Think about this. If Trent Dilfer is winning Super Bowls for you as your starting quarterback,
yeah, but that's a very rare thing. That's not going to happen again. It was a different
to the Super Bowl.
It was a different time. It was a different era. Defense and running the football was still the name of the game at the time. That was the greatest defense that I've ever seen in my life. It was just a perfect storm.
What was the last team that won with like a mid quarterback? Was it the Eagles?
Oh
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd probably say so.
What's funny? Guess who was the highest paid player on that team that wasn't injured? Their left tackle.
I mean, Carson Wentz would have been, but like he was on a rookie deal.
Yeah, that's true.
And Jason Pierce is generation left tackle, but he got hurt, so he didn't even play half the season. It didn't really matter that much.
Hey, he's on our team now.
I'm just saying, but like
That's crazy.
the likelihood of you winning with a bad or middling quarterback is extremely rare, though. You have to have at least a good to great one to win, especially in today's game.
What's probably the position with the best value, though?
Best value? Shit, what is the best value? I want to say wide receiver because their value is going astronomically through the roof now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's starting to now. Them deals, I can't wait to see those. But
Thank you, Christian Kirk.
Yo, this
Hey man, bro, Christian Kirk dead ass changed the whole trajectory of the league at offseason. It was like, why did he get it?
that was the equivalent of basically Rudy Gobert getting traded for what he got traded for. That's what that contract basically is.
No, it's not because Christian Kirk was actually good.
oh wow. Oh man, damn.
Never mind.
The 3 Rudy Gobert fans are gonna be real pissed about that, man.
No, for real, everybody laughed at us for making that deal happen. He had the best year of his career.
You laughed at it.
You did.
You
Don't-
laughed
I
at
don't
it.
think the Jags do because I'm scared half the time with this damn
I
franchise.
told you who on here told you that was a good deal and a good pickup for y'all?
I didn't think it was a bad pickup, but that was a good pickup. I'm just scared that we're gonna screw it up somehow. It's the Jags, bro. I have PTSD with this franchise every so often.
Like, as a matter of fact, you're ready to jump off a bridge every time they lose a game.
Well, they lost a lot of games in my existence, so I mean, I did a lot of contemplating. But happier times.
The Jaguars.
Times are changing. I'm good. I'm in a healthy situation right now. I'm doing okay.
And then Anthony Richardson wins the division with the Colts. Then you won't be doing okay.
That will not be happening. Thank you very much.
No, it probably won't, but it'd be funny to watch.
It would be funny. No joke.
Yeah, I would love for that to happen. I'm not gonna lie.
If that happens, I would love to see the look on Marcus's face. You're gonna see him live on Instagram at the bridge. So y'all, I'm contemplating this jump since they didn't win the division or make the playoffs. Then you'll hear everybody, no, don't do it.
Honestly, the opposite will be true, and that they'll all join me. Know how the city functions.
Damn. But
That's dark.
speaking of getting paid and quarterbacks, Darnell, did you see the money that Justin Herbert got? Darnell Marcus.
I'm just.
That bag was just dominant.
I'm mad, bro. I'm mad, man. I'm very mad.
Why?
Remember how they treated Lamar Jackson?
That is very true. And I echo the same sentiments. I'm very pissed off about that for that exact reason. Because Lamar Jackson had to demand a freaking trade to get his money.
He was going to get his money. You know how it goes. Negotiations are weird like that.
They were trying to lowball him.
They were literally trying to hold that man for the QB position, man.
I mean, like, he was going to get it from someone. It was more than likely going to be the Rams because quarterbacks, especially if his caliber, don't leave. You know, negotiations are weird, and he was negotiating with himself. I mean, he got his money. In the end, he got the money that he deserved. All else one that ends well. He set the market, and then the markets got reset again. It's going to be reset again.
One person had to demand a trade to get his money. The other one didn't.
We was going to get it regardless.
Marcus, that's not the point.
I mean, the point is that like the brother should have just got the money. Like it shouldn't be like this runaround. Like
right.
That was
it shouldn't have been a runaround to the point where he had to demand a freaking trade to get his money, while Justin Herbert he didn't even have to blink an eye before he got his money.
I mean, he got his money, didn't he? Is that the most important thing?
Yeah, you get the money, but it's like, it's the respect aspect of it. That really is.
Are you not seeing that, Marcus? Are you not seeing that?
I'm seeing it, but I'm also saying negotiations are dumb like this. And it worked out in the end. I don't really give a shit at the end.
Darnell, the ancestors are spinning over in their graves right now.
Oh, shut up. Jesus Christ.
They are, but it's just that it's a point that we're making where it shouldn't have to get to that point. And honestly, after seeing the money that Justin Herbert got, ain't no telling what the hell Joe Burrow finna get.
Oh my God.
That's about Lord.
The market resets itself all the time when young quarterbacks are about to get.
Oh, it's gonna reset when Burrow get his bag.
Jesus, Trevor Lawrence is about to debate on ownership stake in Fulham at this point.
Did you see what I mean? Do you see what I mean?
Shit, I'll give it to him. Fuck it.
That bag that Burrow finna get might be the richest contract in football history.
Fuck. I'll give. After that, Trevor Lawrence is about to get that plus ownership stakes out the fucking wazoo.
Mm-hmm.
Now that shit.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you.
Now that right there, that's the worst part. He didn't give him any help. And the help he did get finally, do you really trust Odell Jr. with 2 bad ACLs?
No, man. That's gonna be
Not right now. I don't.
I like Zay Flowers who they drafted.
Now I will say this. Even though it's not in pass and it's just drills they're really running, he does look pretty good out there. He looks like he's kind of.
Oh, here it is. Fucking Greg Roman. They fell way too much into that trap of Lamar just bail us out, please. But again, the Ravens, when it comes to drafting wide receivers in their entire history, have always been bad at it.
They finally hit on one with Zay Flowers.
I mean, we don't know yet, but I like him a lot.
But I believe they finally hit on one this time.
Oh, the God, they did. I hope so, because for Lamar's sake.
I will say though, Odell looks good out there. He looks good out there. He looks fluid in his running. You know he's gonna catch everything thrown to him. So I mean, you don't have to worry about that.
Everything. No, wait, let me stop. It's Odell.
Hey, I gotta see it on the field, man.
I know I gotta see it on the field as well, but you know, it's a start. I mean, if I see in the first couple games, not preseason, because you know he's probably not gonna play in preseason, and if he does, it's gonna be like one series. But if I see the first couple weeks of the regular season, and he looks pretty good out there, I'm like, okay, you got him, you got Zay Flowers, you got hopefully Rashad Bateman puts it all together, he gets it going. You still got your safety net and Mark Andrews. You got some pieces to throw to.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting team. I mean, you know how they usually start out very, very fast, and then by like week 7, they kind of fizzle a little bit, and then start to change from week to week. Hopefully, it doesn't happen.
Yeah, it then completely falls off the rails like it did the last 5 weeks of that season. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But you know, I mean, hopefully we'll see what happens. And with Herbert, you better live up to that. Now I will say he's been good. Been good the first few years in the league. I just feel sorry for him that Kellen Moore is now his offensive coordinator. I hope his production doesn't go down. If it does, we don't know why.
Who, Ravens?
No,
no, yeah.
I was gonna say Tom Monk is our offensive coordinator now.
Oh no, Lamar Jackson numbers finna be finna skyrocket now. I'm gonna just say that.
Yeah, the offense is gonna be fun.
Yeah, but Mike, I would agree with everything on here except for the Kellen Moore part.
I mean, did you not see that Joe Lombardi offense they were running? That offense sucked.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot better than this.
Explain to me what is?
Kellen Moore is a dramatic upgrade from fucking Joe Lombardi. Don't give me that face. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
It's not much of an upgrade.
It's a massive upgrade. Do you not understand Joe Lombardi's offense? That offense was throwing like 3 yards short of sticks.
I understand that, and that's very true. But there's a reason why Cowboys Nation wanted Kellen Moore the hell up out of there.
Nobody told Dak to keep throwing interceptions this year. Ain't Kellen Moore fault.
Oh, yeah.
At the time either.
I mean, that was kind of dumb, to be fair. But that offense is one of the best in the NFL. It was one of the most fun. It was one of the more wide open.
Until he gets cute and does stuff out of the ordinary.
That didn't have an offense straight out of 2006, though. I'd much rather that.
but this is what pissed us off most of the time. Offense is flowing, everything's going good, it's balanced, and all of a sudden it gets cute with some kind of double reverse that loses us 10 yards, and now we got 2nd and 25.
Yeah, but I'd much rather that than running an offense straight out of 2005 with a quarterback that has a cannon of an arm and he doesn't get to use it.
He did waste Stafford's prime years. I would. He did do that.
God.
He did do that. Then Stafford gets traded to the Rams and immediately wins the Super Bowl. Ain't that something?
Thank God for Jim Caldwell in those years. Good
that is really good, man.
That is crazy when you think about it. So no, Marcus is right about that part. I will admit that offense that Joe Lombardi is he related to Vince Lombardi? Because if he is,
it's a grandson.
Yeah, we gonna need to change your last name, brother. Your granddad is spinning over in his grave right now.
What the hell's going on out here?
Yeah, that's exactly what he's saying. That's exactly what his hologram's gonna pop up.
I will personally say though, I was very, very upset that Joe Lombardi got fired because he did a great job in that last playoff game. He did excellent. That was a generational coaching job. That one of the best I've ever seen perform on the football field in a high stakes playoff game by Joe Lombardi that day.
That is true.
Chef's
and
kid.
I will admit, yes, Kellen Moore is an upgrade for the Chargers. He is. But Chargers fans are going to be pissed off and see why us Cowboy fans wanted him gone when he calls a double reverse, some kind of reverse, a double reverse, and you lose 7 yards on the play.
I mean, to be fair, y'all want everybody gone when something goes wrong with Joe.
No, we've been wanting Kellen Moore gone for the last 3 years.
Yeah, but is it Kellen Moore's fault that Dak kept throwing picks this season for whatever reason?
Some of those throws Dak could have made better throws. I admit that. But I will also say this. There's a reason why his numbers were better without Kellen Moore calling the plays.
I mean,
his numbers without Kellen Moore calling plays were up there with some of the best quarterbacks in the league.
His numbers with them were still up there with the best. He just had a wonky ass season.
Yeah, Kellen Moore, I'm telling you, he does things where he gets too cute and tries to do his own thing. It shouldn't be the case. You got the run game going. Keep running the ball.
That's a problem that a lot of offensive coordinators in 2023 have because it's a league where you want to win throwing the ball. It is what it is.
It is an upgrade though. If we're being real,
It is, and I completely disagree with this.
I mean, talent wise, yes, but production wise, give it a couple years. They're about the same in terms of actual success.
Dak's numbers will ascend this year. I'm gonna just say that.
Herbert's pretty good though. Pretty good.
He is, and I will say, Keenan Allen's he's starting to get up there in age a little bit.
No, their problem is they're slow in that. That wide receiver core is slow.
They are all very slow. Mike Williams is very slow.
That offense is not stretching.
That's why the addition of Quentin Johnson is going to be great for them. He's got good size, but you add speed with them as well.
Well, I'll add the asterisk if it pans
top off.
Yeah, if it pans out, then yes. But again, we won't know until the pass come on with Elijah's rookie wide receivers. Because rookie wide receivers, it takes them a minute.
Yeah, unless you're what rookie was it that came in just pretty much
Moss.
Well, besides Randy Moss.
Jefferson.
There you go. Ironically, Justin Jefferson, Minnesota. Randy Moss, Minnesota. Some Minnesota drafting a rookie wide receiver and it working out.
Chase too.
Jamar Chase too. Oh my God. Do y'all realize the two best wide receivers in the NFL right now came from LSU and were on the same team?
That team was unfair.
Jalen Waddle.
Okay, calm down now.
Hey, Darnell, stop.
Let's breathe.
And Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase easily clear.
As a
and they're not on Waddle, but they clear.
So it's very much a product of just the wide receiver position, just having so many talented players. That Waddle is near the top, is near there. He's getting there. Give him 2 more seasons.
He's gonna be there. I'll
tell you right now, with fantasy football, if I can get the number 1 overall pick, I got a tough choice between Jefferson and Chase.
There's a certain wide receiver that's making a comeback this year that I'm really excited to see.
Wait, which one?
He made a comeback after about a year away. He played in the FanDuel accounts a little too much, and they got him into a little bit of hot water.
Oh, this nigga.
But he's
He
back.
is coming back. Yeah.
Unless they got him again.
Hey man,
That would be funny.
I am handling. I'm not gonna say how this is being handled, but I have no good authority that we're gonna be okay.
If they get him again, he's gonna be banned from the league.
It would be the most Jaguars thing to do.
The look on Marcus's face would be, oh Lord. Marcus will literally be in church the next day. God, what did I do to deserve this?
I'd be in church. I'd be at mass. I'd be in the synagogue. I'd be at the mosque. I'd be everywhere.
What did I do to deserve this? But man, there's another couple other bags that's coming up soon. Because we know Bro's gonna get it.
Some guys report camp, some guys haven't. Some other stuff like that. Jimmy Graham's back in the NFL.
And he's back where it all started.
I'm not gonna lie. When I saw it, I double checked. I doubled back. I said one day to just formally retire with the Saints and whatnot, like a lot of people do. Then it said 1 year. I'm like, wait, he's playing? No fucking way.
Yeah.
New Orleans, what the hell are y'all doing? Are y'all just determined to be old?
They definitely are, man, because that's got to be one of the oldest teams in Jesus, man.
Yeah, the team is old. They're coming up against cap, even though the cap seems to not exist in New Orleans for whatever reason.
But I will say this. I'm happy for Jimmy Graham because he's back, honestly, where he belongs, where it all started. He's back home where he belongs.
Sure.
I like seeing players. I like seeing players go back to teams where it all started. I actually like seeing that. I do. No matter what sport it is, it's pretty much like for me, Andrew McCutchen going back to the Pittsburgh Pirates. That first at bat at home in Pittsburgh was a sight to see. The reception he got, that was incredible. I like seeing stuff like that.
That's certainly one to spin it out, sure. But in a football standpoint, how much is he really going to give them?
Maybe a little something here or there, but he's not going to be. Don't expect a Jimmy Graham of 7 years. Come on now.
Don't expect Jimmy Graham of like 5 years ago.
How many games is he going to play?
Who the hell knows? Maybe 12 at best.
12, 13, possibly 14. But, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But now that teams are in camp and whatnot, Nick Bosa's about to get his bag. So
he's holding out right now.
Holding out in the sense that they're working on it right now. And then going on over there. Now, predictions time. Who's winning these divisions? Let's start from the AFC. Let's start from the North in each division.
Oh, we doing predictions this week?
Yeah, I mean teams are in camp.
Jared gets on there.
We'll let him put his predictions in.
Okay. All right.
Let's start from the North for each conference.
AFC North first.
Yeah, let's go AFC North first.
AFC North. I'm gonna go. It's tough because I want to say Cincinnati.
Same.
But my eyeballs are on Baltimore right now.
See, I will probably put Cincinnati down, but Baltimore has been right there.
Exactly. Exactly. That's why it's hard for me to actually full on commit to Cincinnati winning. Baltimore let's be honest, they got better. They did.
So we all agreeing that we got absolutely no faith in the Steelers.
I wouldn't say no faith, but I don't say win the division or anything.
Over the Ravens at least. Yeah.
Oh no.
No. Yeah.
Over who?
Over the Ravens, no.
Right. Because either one of them, they're not going to win this division, right? We keeping that.
Hold on. Wild card though.
Maybe.
Let's see. If
Depends on how the AFC shakes out, and I think at least
Yeah, I think the East are probably gonna have the wild card. Man.
at least 2 teams are getting those wild cards. I think.
hold on, y'all. There's a wild card in the AFC North.
You're gonna say the Browns, aren't you?
Let's see if the rust really is knocked off of Deshaun Watson.
I don't trust Nasty Man.
You don't trust Freak Man Watson.
I can't watch that team with an objective view, man.
I can't do it. I don't love that.
Come on, man.
I can't do it, bro. I'm freaking Browns, bro.
You're gonna watch them if they play the Jags.
Well, they do play the Jags, unfortunately.
You're gonna watch.
I have a choice. I have to watch
They
them.
play the Dolphins too, Darnell. So you're gonna watch too.
Oh boy.
Let's
Yeah.
see.
You traded Amari Cooper to the Freak Man.
Hey, I mean, oh well, and
Damn. Oh well.
He was Patty last year. Also, all I'll say about that.
hope he has good. It took him long enough to come on for the Browns.
He had one of the best years of his
He did not start off well.
He had one of the best years of his career.
Did he though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Touchdowns in his career.
Start off well. He came on at the end when Watson got back.
He did great with what are you talking? He did great with Brissett too. What do you mean?
His numbers really took a jump when Watson got back in there, though. Let's be honest.
Watson sucked. What are we doing?
Was it? Did he? He was rusty. The man missed a whole year and 11 games extra.
Well, tell him to stop being a freak, man. He wouldn't have missed that year.
One of them years he actually did sit out, though. One of them years he did sit out because he just flat out didn't want to play for the Texans no more.
Like, he had a better year than he did the year before in Dallas.
That won't happen again. But I think he'll have a good year for them.
Fine.
It probably will. It probably will.
He'll be around 75, 76 catches, something like that.
While CD will be near 100.
All right, man.
I mean, you could have both of them, but that's just me.
Yeah, we could have, but I like Brandon Cooks right now.
Do you? There's a reason he's got traded every single time he's been on the team.
Well, half the teams didn't want to pay him, but
I mean, there's a reason for that, I guess. But I digress.
the production is there. It's always been there. What are we doing here? Do you want to look up his last few seasons?
Well, trust me, I know. But
God darn it.
I'm going Cincinnati here.
Listen to the Red Sox. I'm done right now.
We got a triple play, though.
I don't want to hear it. They're losing. But AFC East, I think we can all agree that the Bills are favorite right now.
They should be until they aren't.
I don't believe it.
This man picked the Dolphins. Oh my God. You
believe
be a homer every time, Darnell.
It's the year, man. It's literally the year.
Is it, though?
Is it though?
Yes. No, I actually do think. Like, in all honest though, like, if Tua didn't get hurt, would have made noise last year.
That's always the question. If Tua didn't get hurt.
Here's my.
But it was a freak injury though. It was a freak.
Here's
Injury.
the real question though, Marcus. Are we gonna have any more controversial concussion protocol deficiencies by the medical staff?
It's the NFL. They definitely will.
Man.
Hey, I'm surprised. Yeah. So like, no Jets at all.
No, I gotta see it. I
don't trust the Jets.
If there's a team that could overtake the Bills, like no
It is?
control
Yeah.
shit. It's probably like the defense.
It is the Jets, but I just gotta see the chemistry with Rodgers with this receiving core. I gotta see it. I gotta see the offensive line.
This is a 40-year-old quarterback and still a really young team. Talented, but still really young.
And on top of that, I just mentioned the offensive line has not been good the last couple of years either.
Hopefully, Breece Hall's back healthy, though. That should help some things.
Yeah, that'll help if he's back healthy. But I gotta see consistency from him. I do. Now the good thing is they don't have Zach Wilson at quarterback anymore, but you still have a 40-year-old quarterback in Aaron Rodgers. Now, although it is Aaron Rodgers, he's not the Aaron Rodgers of 7-8 years ago.
He's still very good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, he's still very good, but I mean,
it could be a Brady effect of him still being good, going to a young, talented Tampa team. It could be the reverse of that. It could happen again, but I think they'll be a wild card at the worst.
I mean, he wasn't awful.
No, it wasn't.
I will say this: I wouldn't be surprised if every team from that division made the playoffs,
Nah, it was just Patriots.
except for the Patriots. Never mind. I just thought about that.
Yeah.
We can all agree they're still to win this
Jesus,
division.
man.
They'll be competitive, but I gotta see it. Their offense.
No, but besides that, this division gonna be fire, man. It's gonna be great.
Then again, we say about the AFC West last year, and that was a complete bust.
AFC West, yeah, that's Kansas City until it's not.
Nah, we all agree. That's them until it isn't.
I mean, come on, man. I'll go a step further. Kansas City runs the AFC until they don't.
Exactly. Until Patrick Mahomes dies in a boat accident somewhere.
God, Marcus.
Yeah, that's always it's always gonna be them though, man. It's always gonna be them.
Yeah, just pencil them in.
Yeah, I don't want to hear Cincinnati fans talk anymore about we can beat them. We can do it. No, you can't.
I mean, they can. That was the first time they ever beat them. I mean, it's not like they're far off.
You're not doing it again.
They beat them twice in a row. They can do it. It took a crazy ass fucking penalty for that to happen. They're right there. It's not like it's Kansas City ruling over everybody else with a massive gap. Cincinnati is legitimately right there. Like the thing that the media tried to make Buffalo out to be, Cincinnati is actually that.
Damn.
I will admit that is true, and I will also say this: I felt sorry for that guy after that penalty. I felt so sorry for him.
Oh man.
Because I'm gonna say this because coming from experience, that feeling of feeling like you cost your team a game is not a good feeling at all. I can personally attest that it's not a good feeling at all.
What dumbass thing did you do?
Made an error in baseball. We're playing the fifth ranked team in the country in Catholic high school. All I had to do was just field the ground ball at second base. Could have turned double play. We could have won the game, even though we lost an inning later. Could have changed. They changed the whole game.
Hey man,
I was so pissed at myself. I threw my glove and my hat into the bench after we lost. That whole bus ride back was just terrible, man.
It'd be like that sometimes, but
I will openly admit this right now. I was in tears because I felt like I was the reason we lost.
Bro, that was some movie shit, man.
No, it hurt, man. That hurt. They're the fifth ranked team. This is a nationally ranked team that we should have beat. Like, we were the better team the whole night.
Hey man, it'd be like that.
I think the Jets second best team in the division. Yeah, well, yeah. Bills with Von winning. If Von Miller's healthy, that defense is going to be significantly better.
Yeah, the offensive line is still a concern in terms of being on the run block. But
he just said it right there. A healthy Mekhi Becton. If he's healthy, then that offensive line should be improved. But he hasn't been healthy.
Joe Tippmann.
Like, he hasn't been healthy in like 2 years. That's the problem.
That's the only problem. Him not being healthy for the past 2 years, it just hasn't worked out for them.
I think they'll be fine. They'll get a wild card at the absolute worst. They'll make the playoffs.
Definitely.
They'll be dangerous. Miami too.
They made the playoffs last year, but Zach Wilson was their quarterback, so they had no shot.
So, let some Jets fans tell it. He was saying he was better than Trevor Lawrence, but that's neither here nor there.
That was crazy, by the way, man.
Yeah, you sitting there trolling right now. If it went for Frank Gore, he easily could have been your quarterback.
Well, he's not, is he?
Boy, the look on Jags fans' faces right now, if that was the case. Oh, Lord.
No, who would have drafted Justin Fields like an actual franchise would have?
I'm being honest. I think the Jags probably would have drafted Justin Fields if that was the case. I think they would.
They would because Urban loved him.
No, they couldn't have went. They couldn't have went wrong either way.
The thing with Urban Meyer, he was maybe the worst head coach I've ever seen in my life in the NFL. But good God, he did some good things in retrospect.
I will say this though: if y'all would have got the number 2 pick and he was the head coach, he'd still be your head coach right now because Justin Fields be his quarterback.
Like, he'd still be the head coach because if he wasn't a public embarrassment.
Yeah, that pretty much is it.
Dude, that pretty much did him in. So yeah.
The thing with the cons do not like firing people. Like they've held on to coaches for like 5-6 years when they were like lost causes. So I mean, it is what it is. Especially GMs also like they've held on to people for a long time that they shouldn't have. They like giving people chances, and Urban Meyer was just such a public embarrassment. They just wiped their hands with him.
They pretty much had to. Yeah, can't wait to see what he says on Swamp Kings.
Oh God. Oh God.
Hey, so we think the Broncos can bounce back?
Can that defense? Let's be honest. That defense is still going to be good. The defense was not a problem. Actually, defense was. They still have. That's what's crazy. As bad as that record was, it still had one of the top defenses in the league. The offense sucked.
They couldn't score on the hooker if they tried.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they couldn't.
Damn, bro.
Russell Wilson has about as bad a season as you possibly could. Javonte Williams goes down, so their running game went in the toilet. The wide receiving core wasn't as good as people thought it was. Like everything that could have possibly went wrong. And Nathaniel Hackett, I don't know why people were so high on him as a head coach, but there we are. Oh yeah, Tom Coughlin too. Don't even remind me.
Hey, they got Sean Payton though, man. So you know.
See, Tom Coughlin, I will say this about him. He was a great head coach, especially here in Jacksonville when we first started out. But if the minute you let him near the front office like we did twice, it was going to fall to shit quickly. It fell to shit the first time because he didn't know what the hell a salary cap was. We had to get rid of a bunch of guys. And he was a douchebag that people started to hate. And after a long time, the things that help you win and people like about you drive you crazy. And he got shown the door. Second go around, we gave him the vice president role. We gave him a role in drafting. The first draft was not great because we didn't draft a quarterback. We drafted Fournette, who was the wrong running back to take it for if you're going to take one. Knowing how that draft looked in hindsight. And then him being an absolute tyrant, once again, was his undoing. Pissed off Jalen Ramsey, ran him out of town. Ran half that 2017 defense out of town. Ran half the good offensive players ran out of town. It was so bad. The freaking players union basically told people, don't go to Jacksonville. Love Mark Riddell, and fun fact, he was my high school football coach.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah,
Nigga, what the fuck?
Yeah, he was my coach from like sophomore to senior year.
Bro, that's a crazy
Crazy.
shit to say, man. What the fuck?
In senior year, Tony Baselli was on the staff too, so you know.
This man got coached by Hall of Famers.
Hey man.
That's actually fucking elite, man.
Crazy.
It was. We had dudes who had World Series rings on that staff. We had people who played in the league for like 10 years on the staff. We had it all.
Oh, World Series ring. Have y'all ever seen a World Series ring?
They're huge.
Some things crazy, man.
This is a World Series ring from 1985. That thing was massive.
Yep, mine was 2003, the Marlins. Damn you, Coach Spoonie Barger. You just had to be on that roster. Beat my Yankees. But that ring was nice, though.
Hey, man.
Holding $2 million in your hands, I felt like a rock. I'm like,
I held that thing. I held that KC World's 1985 ring one time. I was like, man, I need one of these.
put that ring on. I'm like, yeah, I had to think about, wait a minute. No.
And mind you, junior, senior years when the Royals were going to the World Series back to back. So he was like through the roof. He wore that thing every damn day.
Well, I know he was happy.
He was happy as hell.
Let's go to the NFC. Let's start with the NFC.
Oh, we didn't do the AFC South and all that.
Oh, yeah, we showed it. I'm going to go with Anthony Richardson. The Colts. Let me stop.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding. It's a tough division to call.
Is it though?
Yeah, it's the Titans.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jacksonville. I'm not trusting the Titans.
I'll say, be serious here.
The quarterback carousel they got going on.
Like the Titans are very insistent on being older and being like 38 years old in like every position. Defenses should be okay. It'll keep them in games. And Mike Vrabel was a hell of a coach. And Derrick Henry's Derrick Henry until he's not. But do you trust Ryan Tannehill or do you trust Trevor Lawrence?
See, you're right with that, but still, it's a veteran team. I like them. They could do it.
I mean, this is the Jags team that got really high, has a lot of confidence, and got better offensively.
Damn, y'all did get Calvin Ridley backed up too, man.
Yeah, and then we drafted some more in the backfield, so ETN don't have to take right.
There's a team Tennessee Titans.
Who's that, AB?
There's a team I'm putting ahead of the Tennessee Titans.
You're gonna say the Colts, aren't you?
Yeah.
Disgusting, brother.
No, it's not.
That's kind of over.
No, it's not.
They're not that bad, man.
Let me tell you
Why
what.
you gassing up the Titans? I mean the
No, I'm not asking them up, but let me tell you why though. If I see Ryan Tannehill be the quarterback for the Tennessee Titans, that's going to immediately drop them.
I mean, it's either him or Will Levis. So I mean,
yeah. So like it's gonna be Ryan Tannehill.
like Ryan Tannehill's not nearly as bad as people want to say he is, but like he's also not someone you're gonna win with.
That defense is really good without Harold Landry. That's what was crazy.
They missed the outside pass rush though. Jeffrey Simmons was an absolute monster, did the best he could. Kevin Byard in the secondary as well. But that outside pass rush without Landry was non-existent.
Atrocious. But the reason why I'm putting the Colts ahead of the Titans right now is that quarterback position. I don't trust it.
I mean, I'm not trusting the rookie either at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, and on top of that, you drafted Malik Willis last year. You put him out there. He wasn't good. And now you draft another quarterback? And then the other ones you have on the roster is Ryan Tannehill.
Ryan Tannehill is solid, man.
He's okay.
Solid what?
He's fine. He's not like 115 or anything like that, but he's not the worst.
He's a solid what?
He ain't no fucking like
he's not Blake Bortles or anything.
Yeah, he all right. Like
I don't think he's particularly great or anything like that.
I mean, you're a Dolphins fan, bro. Like I hate this nigga.
Hold on, Marcus. You right. He's not Blake Bortles. Blake Bortles damn near got to a Super Bowl.
I mean, he kind of
disgusting, bro.
To be fair, he got drunkenly carried, but then so did Ryan Tannehill.
That's disgusting, man.
Just saying. I will say I don't trust Ryan Tannehill. I just don't.
I don't either. But I trust him slightly more than someone who
mid. Capital M, capital I, capital D. Mid.
Yeah, sometimes mid can work when you have a competitive roster around you.
You don't trust Hopkins, man?
No.
No, not with Tennessee. No. Who's throwing on the ball?
He's on the wrong side of 30, which I mean, he's still not a terrible quarterback, but the receiver. But you had AJ Brown, who was a lot younger and better. You could have just paid him, you know. I don't
You know how fucking teams are, man.
Now I do like Alec Pierce and Michael Pittman in that wide receiver room. If Jonathan Taylor's healthy,
Josh Downs, I'm telling you right now, keep an eye on him.
He's gonna be good. He's going to be very good for them.
Yeah.
Shane Steichen can draw an offense up, and if he gets Anthony Richardson, right, just look out.
That's why I'm putting them ahead of Tennessee, because I actually trust Shane Steichen to do that.
Yeah. And again, also trust Mike Vrabel to win like 4 or 5 games they shouldn't or had no business most competitive in, because that's just kind of what they do for whatever reason.
They do that, but not this year.
They'll probably scrap to like 9-8 somehow, some way, because that's just who they are. The Jags will probably, if things go correctly, if they don't like, if Trevor Lawrence just takes like the massive step like backwards, that's unprecedented in NFL history, they should win 11 games. They should.
And you can't say unprecedented because there was a quarterback that technically led his team to the Super Bowl, and that nigga ain't been shit ever since.
What do they do?
Philly boy.
I mean, and Carson Wentz, to be fair, that man's knee was never the same. And he wasn't a great decision maker anyway. Nick Foles is a career backup for a reason.
Hey man, Nick Foles got them to the Super Bowl and won. But the team, the roster was unbelievably talented around them.
That is true.
Yeah, that team was really good.
Jesus, man.
Now, Jacksonville, if the defense improves, then you'll really start seeing them come in the upper echelon teams in the NFL.
I better see more from Trayvon Walker.
Yeah, that's the thing. Can we, not play him as an outside linebacker anymore and just, put his hand in the dirt? Please. Josh Allen, you too. Can we get more than 7 sacks, even though the numbers bear out that you were one of the premier pass rushers in the league?
Yeah, too many almost sacks.
There were way too many almost sacks. Because you watch him, he's winning consistently. He's beating his guy. He's just not getting the sack. So in the AFC, if you're a good defense, you're not going to be like the 2000 Ravens. Let's just face it. There's too many good quarterbacks. Either you are going to be really good on third down in the red zone, or you're going to be good in pass rush. If you're good at one of those things, you'll be fine, especially if you have the offense, which we should have. We managed because we got a lot of continuity. Kirk's back in the system. Zay Jones, Evan Ingram got his extension. Hallelujah. And then got guys in the draft that should contribute. Anton Harrison, if he's ready at right tackle, if he holds that spot down, should be all right. The left tackle situation is going to be one to watch out for. And the left guard spot is something to watch out for.
Who's getting that job at left tackle?
It's Walker Little. Let's be serious here. AB, don't do that.
Somebody going to be coming back after his little suspension.
Well, he'll probably play because, we paid him. So, yeah, it kind of has to. But Walker Little is the better left tackle. He has been since he came back and stepped in for him last year.
They're going to move the right tackle as soon as Cam Robinson comes back.
No, they're not. We already have a right tackle.
Wait, who is your right tackle?
We drafted one, remember?
Oh, shit, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. Anton Harris is the right tackle. If anything else, we'll probably put a little guard, because why the hell not? Which I won't be mad at, because put your best players out there.
Now we move to the NFC, and let's start with the NFC North.
I have no fucking idea. I am very tempted to say Detroit, but good God, I don't know.
I mean,
I'm tempted.
Come on, I know they had a terrible ending, but
they had a wonderful ending. Detroit, great.
No, I'm talking about the Vikings.
I mean, the Vikings, they punched way above their weight class all season long.
Yeah, until a certain team came up to Minnesota and beat the absolute life out of them.
They punched way above their weight class.
It was massive overachievers, but still.
Yeah, they won a lot of close games, and that defense was horrible.
See, yeah, it's that, and the other reason why I'm tempted to pick Detroit is because of who's throwing the ball to Justin Jefferson.
Mm.
And now Jordan Addison. And by the way, speaking of Jordan Addison, I would like people to – I understand he shouldn't have been driving 140 miles an hour in a 55-mile-an-hour zone. But I would like people to get off his case because pets are a family. He was trying to get his dog medical attention. So get off his case. Y'all just thought he was just driving reckless for no reason, slandered him, called him everything in the book, and then come to find out he was trying to get his dog some medical attention, and y'all went into hiding and didn't even apologize. Now, did he need to be driving that fast? No, we don't condone that. Nobody needs to be driving that fast. We've seen too many accidents in which people have lost their lives because of that. So we don't need to see that. But now we know the real reason why he was doing it. But I will say, if Kirk Cousins wasn't Minnesota's quarterback, Minnesota would far and away be the pick to win this division because you have those two to throw to now.
See, they be my pick to win the division, and they may be my pick to go farther than what they are. But again, it's the defense that's really the problem because that defense was awful last year. Frank, thank God they fired Dante because they played the same coverages over and over and over again. They played a lot of match cover 6, some cover 2 every now and then. It was unpredictable. It's cataracts.
Yeah, that's funny, man. That's hilarious.
Every single time. Who's gonna be out there in the secondary for them though? Pat Peterson again?
No, he's with the Steelers now.
Okay, he's out there then. So who's gonna be the starting corners? Duke Shelley?
Who?
Exactly.
Jay Ward.
And the other part is
I like Jay Ward.
I like him, but
I need to see it.
The other problem is the whole, Daniel Hunter situation. He may or may not be traded, and I heard rumors of if he does get traded, where he might end up.
Wait, who may get traded?
Daniel Hunter.
If he does get traded, he might end up where?
I've heard rumors. I'm not going to speculate any further.
No,
Hold on, I gotta. Where'd you hear that, boy?
you already started it. Go on and finish it.
I've seen rumors, speculation that one of the teams that might make a play is a team in Florida.
The Dolphins?
Tampa Bay?
No, the other one.
Miami?
No, the one 5 hours north of them.
Oh, the Orlando Apollos. Okay.
Oh, shut up. Oh my god, that's the Orlando Apollo. Right.
Let's go, man.
No, not the Orlando Apollos. Not them anymore. It's the
Jacksonville Sharks.
the Orlando. What is that XFL team? The Orlando Guardians. Yeah, the Guardians. Yeah.
There we go. I've heard speculation of that, and may have him. And now he's reported to camp, but not practicing or anything like that. So take that what you will.
Still think Detroit's going to win it. Brad Holmes and Campbell doing. I love Dan Campbell as a coach. If there's a guy you want to play for, you'll run through a brick wall for. It's him.
I adore Dan Campbell a lot.
Like I love Dan Campbell, and yes, I do think they would have been a 10-win. How did Justin Tucker make that field goal? That had to have been the most gut-wrenching loss. That's one of the most gut-wrenching losses I've ever seen in my life.
They had a lot of gut-wrenching losses early in the season. I mean, it's kind of
lose on a last-second field goal that happened to be an NFL record that doinked off the front of the goalpost and went through.
It'd be like that sometimes, bro. Plus, with them,
sick.
It's very dependent on how good or bad the defense is going to be because that defense was not very good.
That defense was terrible.
I mean, it was awful.
Thankfully, C.J. Gardner-Johnson avoided major injury. MRI came back.
Thank you, Jesus.
That's good.
Oh, man, I was scared. MRI came back clean. There was no structural damage. They think he's going to be okay, and he's going to be the leader of that secondary.
I was terrified.
Oh, I was scared. Like, oh, man. Is he planning on cashing in next year? Look at this coaching staff they have.
Jesus, man.
JT Barrett's on the staff?
Yeah.
They got so many foreign players. It's not even funny.
Look at
That's
the first.
actually pretty good, man.
Look at that first.
Antoine Randall L. Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember watching the Hard Knocks. Like, they ran through guys who they all played in the NFL. We all watched them in the NFL when we were children at some point. We probably remember them in passing. I was like, oh my God, what a staff.
Hey, you don't need to get that personal to get the State Farm.
We doing State Farm?
State Farm?
State Farm, bro.
Biggest sleeper in the NFC North, though.
Oh, that was real nice. Bronny, Bryce posted a post about Bronny.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Right.
But real quick, before we do that, I gotta make us all feel old again. Speaking of former players.
I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were going to do that one.
Wow.
Drake Kirkpatrick Jr. is crazy.
That's why, man. Wow.
You know what? Love you, Marcus.
Bro, look at this, Marcus.
Oh yeah, he is. That's why he left my high school. He went to take that QB job.
Yo, they're gonna be the chosen ones, man. That team got some good energy behind it.
There is something about the Lions. I don't know what it is. I don't know how good that is going to be, but I trust them, and because this is a whole new world with NFC North. There's no more Aaron Rodgers. We don't know what Jordan Love's going to be. But then again, knowing the QB juju of the Green Bay Packers, he'll probably be the next Pro Bowler, for all we know. In Chicago's, well, I don't know what to make of them at all.
because I like Justin Fields, but who the hell is he throwing to?
Who's going to block for him?
Who's blocking for him? Who is he throwing to?
Now, they did sign Mike
Darnell Mooney.
so that's a good one right there. But
And they got DJ Moore, so I like that. They got him in a trade. But besides him, like him and Cole Kmet,
do you trust?
who else?
Do you trust Chase Claypool?
No, I don't.
That's really
Chase Claypool.
Like this. Wow, I don't trust him at all. Like, I don't trust him at all.
That was a disgusting trade the Steelers managed to pull off.
Yeah, that was.
Got a first round pick for him.
So we got the Lions, Vikings, Packers, and Bears.
Yeah, give me the Lions.
Damn, so Darnell Mooney doesn't move the needle anymore, man?
No.
I mean, he's fine. But
No, they do need to master the trade.
they need a guy next to DJ Moore because I think DJ Moore can be a number one. He's proven it. But they need another guy.
They need several other guys, actually.
Yeah. So I think we can all agree that the Lions are the favorite in that division, should win it.
But who knows?
But they will be without Jameson Williams for the first 6 games.
Yeah, my problem with them is they have no downfield passing game whatsoever.
They don't, but they do have a Swiss Army knife on that team now.
Sure.
Jameer Gibbs.
Okay. Yeah.
I love what he brings potential to that offense. And that's a guy that once he gets a crease, forget about it.
With the way the offensive line blocks, he'll be a dynamic weapon for him. Amon-Ra St. Brown, intermediate extraordinaire. They'll be fine.
Yeah, I think they'll be good.
Offensively, they'll be okay. Defensively, I gotta see it. But they should win this division. So, NFC South. Somebody gotta win it.
Honestly, fuck whoever wins this division.
That's how I feel. Like at this point, why? Like this is torture having to pick who wins that division. You got the Falcons, the Panthers, the Saints, or the Lord.
Somebody gotta win it.
I'm gonna say the Panthers.
That wouldn't shock because I do like a lot of things about them. I like the defense. I like their offensive line. Bryce Young, if he stays upright, will be okay. The receiving core is not exactly a murderer's row, especially after trading DJ Moore. But Bryce will make some things happen. I like the run game.
Oh, man.
If they just keep leaning on the run game, they'll be fine.
They can be solid. Like compared to everybody else.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm going with the Saints by default. Let's be honest. They got the best quarterback in the division.
They do.
Yeah.
Aging, albeit very experienced.
Yeah. You got Chris Olave on one side. We'll wait and see about Michael Thomas. We don't know. We'll see what he returns to. You got Alvin Kamara coming out the backfield.
Taysom Hill.
Yeah,
Taysom is going to be a key cog in that offense.
I guess.
I got the Saints, but it's by default. I mean, they're gonna get. They win the division, but they're not gonna do anything in the postseason.
See, I have a very funny out of left field scenario that I wouldn't be shocked at happening, but I don't expect to. I'm looking at the Falcons.
I knew it. I knew you were gonna say it. That's another team I had my eye on. I don't trust the Panthers right now. I don't.
I don't trust any of these teams, but I love the Falcons' run game. I love the run game concepts. I love Bijan Robinson. If Desmond Ridder is just competent and just okay, they're going to be able to do some things. Drake London with another year. I think he can explode. Kyle Pitts still exists, guys. Can you use him, please, Arthur Smith?
Yeah, it's not that hard.
Defense isn't great. AJ Terrell's the best player on that defense. Him and Grady Jarrett. Other than that,
Clemson, ain't that something?
I just can't see it, man.
I mean, this is the division somebody got to win.
Somebody got to win it.
Jesus. Give their spot to another team, man. Fuck it, man. This is disgusting. That's just gonna be nasty, man.
It's disgusting. It's subject.
Like, think about it. One of these teams is gonna go to the playoffs, man.
Hey, man. So, no, one was going to host a playoff game.
Jesus.
That's crazy.
Then, a playoff game in the Superdome don't sound too bad, respectfully.
A playoff game in the Superdome is going to be loud.
Yeah.
But a playoff
But-
game, anything else, no.
But it's right. It should be the Saints.
That's like when the Buccaneers won the division last year, and the Cowboys had to play them in a wild card game in Tampa, and people are stupid enough to actually pick Tampa. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what are y'all looking at?
People were picking because of Brady, and
That's pretty much it. They were like Cinderella run, Brady.
they thought Brady had some left in him, but turns out he didn't. Finally,
Michael Parsons had the man running for his life. So, like, what were we doing here? And it's gonna be the same thing this upcoming year. Whoever wins that division is gonna be like, okay, they're gonna get matched up with a team who's clearly better than them, even though they're a wild card team. But that's just what ends up happening some years. With the exception of 2011, which involved the Saints again, playing a 7-9 division-winning Seahawks, and the Seahawks just did what they did. But let's go NFC West.
Niners.
We can all agree.
Niners. That's it.
But Seattle will be very competitive, and they're very interesting.
I will say this: Seattle will give them a run for their money.
Now, will Geno fall off a cliff this year? I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think he will. I don't think he would, because you got DK Metcalf on one side. I'm looking at Jackson Smith and Jigba. I think him, the way they use him and the way they find ways to get him the ball, is going to really make that offense one of the best offenses in the league, in my opinion.
It's going to be fun watching them. Defensively on the other side, Tariq Woolen will be good. Chandler Nwosu got extended. Devin Witherspoon
is going to be a candidate for Defensive Rookie of the Year.
It's going to be a fun team to watch.
Shout out to Pensacola.
They're going to do that. But no, they'll compete. They'll be fine. But San Francisco should win this division by like a game and a half or something like that, though, ultimately. But Seattle will get that wild card spot. They'll probably get that second wild card spot in the NFC.
I can see Seattle going like 10-7 or 11-6 and being a wild card team. I really can't see that.
I mean, the NFC is pretty weak, so I mean they'll probably be one of the top two.
It's just bad, man.
So my AFC North, Southwest now. I mean NFC East.
I mean, I don't think it's a difficult one. It's the same scenario as the NFC West. Philly should win it. Philly will win it. Dallas will get a high wild card spot because they'll be really good themselves.
See, here's the thing.
You're gonna pick them, aren't you?
Is Dallas gonna screw themselves over this year?
I don't think so.
But see, here's why I think they win it. When's the last time you've seen a team in the NFC East win that division back-to-back years?
You're counting on that voodoo.
That's happened in 20-plus years for a reason. It's a division that every year they kind of beat themselves up.
Because they're not that. Because a lot of years they're not that good, so someone has to win it.
Well, some of them years they weren't that good, but last year, if you remember, like every team was kind of in the playoff hunt until Washington completely fell off the cliff at the end.
You knew Washington was going to fall off the cliff. You knew that.
Yeah, you knew they would, but I mean, they were right. They were literally right there. At one point, they were all literally in the playoff. Like they're showing the wild card standings. It was literally every team in the division in the postseason at one point.
The Giants was a shocking turnaround, but like they were nowhere near the level of either Philly or Dallas.
Right, and I think the Giants, I think they're going to take a step, but they'll still finish third. But I think they take a step back.
Yeah, because this is not exactly a quarterback strong division, and they're not exactly a quarterback strong team, and they paid that quarterback $40 million a year. So someone, it happens in the NFL all the time. Someone takes a step back. Someone always takes a step back.
And on top of that, you decide to pay Daniel Jones instead of your best player. You could have franchise tagged Daniel Jones and paid Saquon Barkley, and you've been fine because if Daniel Jones decides to walk, hey, you never know. You might draft a better quarterback.
And again, that's a big roll of the dice, though. Black people don't feel like taking the gamble. That's why people get stuck with mediocre quarterbacks.
Well, then
It's already hard to draft one, as you saw with Daniel Jones. It's even hard to draft a replacement.
Yeah, and this year's quarterback class is very top heavy because you have Caleb Williams, Drake May, and after those two, who else?
I can't think of anybody else.
Exactly. So I mean, this is kind of isn't the year to draft a quarterback.
It really is what it is. Like, I get why they paid him. I understand it, but
Darnell, who are you picking?
For this division?
Yeah.
49ers, man. Come on.
the NC.
We're talking about the Eagles. The Eagles.
Oh, I guess I'm the only one not picking the Eagles.
Yeah, I am very bullish on the Eagles. I'm very bullish on Jalen Hurts taking another step forward.
I like this team, man. I really do.
I also like that trade for DeAndre Swift that they made. Because they're a little more explosive in the game now.
Kind of had to do something.
Yeah, but they're a lot more. Rashad Penny's nice. He's gonna be very good if he's healthy. But that's why you make the DeAndre Swift deal, because he's durable enough. He'll be okay. AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, the best duo in that division. The defense is still very good. Still have a lot of pieces on it. Lose Javon Hargrave, but you plug and play guys like Jordan Davis. They should be okay.
Massive loss. And he goes to San Francisco. Massive game for San Francisco. That defense was already elite, and then they got better by adding him.
They did, but I mean, Philly will be fine.
I don't know.
They'll miss him, but they'll be fine.
Because I'm gonna be honest. You're gonna call this controversial, but I don't see it with Jordan Davis. I don't see it. Because let's be real. At Georgia, when him and Jalen Carter were both there, and I like Jalen Carter, I like that addition for them, and I think he's gonna be very good.
They also have Jalen Carter too. They'll be okay. Yeah,
that's true, but it's gonna be the same situation. Jalen Carter's the better player. He's always been the better player.
Okay, so he has to do different things also. They're on the same team. They have to do different things. I mean, they're not exactly both asked to be.
The whole defense is from the University of Georgia. That's what they're doing. The whole defense went to Georgia at this point.
They got Kelly Ringo like the 5th or 6th round, or whatever it was.
You putting him out there?
Hey, who said he was going to play? They have plenty of guys out there.
Ooh, CeeDee Lamb and Brandon Cook's going to be licking their chops with that matchup there.
Who said he was even going to play?
That's true.
He's going to play.
I mean, he might be better. He might be better at the pros than he will at college. It happens.
And speaking of wide receiver cores real quick, let me go back to Tennessee real quick. That wide receiver core is so bad. You know who's going to make that roster as an undrafted free agent?
Oh, God. Who?
Jacob Copeland.
Okay, let's pump the brakes here.
He's making that roster, man. Other than DeAndre Hopkins, what do they have?
Westbrook Akine. No, that wide receiver core's not good. But I do like the tight end Chicken Congo, but other than that,
he's making that roster, Marcus. You know he is.
Sure.
But man, good show tonight. Even though Gerald missed it.
Of course he did.
And don't know. We should be able to do ITS tomorrow. Hopefully.
That's negative.
Oh wait, no, we can't. I forgot. Maybe Thursday.
Thursday definitely, for me anyway.
Oh yeah, I forgot, Marcus. You gotta get on with the Wrestle Purists podcast. With the never mind. Oops, my bad.
Why would you say that?
Almost let that slip.
What's wrong with you?
I was just gonna say
You know what?
anyway. Yeah, I would tune in. Hey man, read my comment on that, man.
I did.
No, you did not.
I most definitely did. I said, "What's up?" I did.
I ain't hear it. I was trying to watch that and then watch something else all at once. But y'all got any final thoughts before we wrap it up here?
Thank God football's back. I have something to look forward to.
Hey, Gator football be back soon.
Yeah, well, that too.
Darnell, what about you? Is Darnell alive?
I think he's not.
Is Darnell snoring right now?
I think he's in sweepy time.
Darnell is literally snoring right now, people.
Oh my God!
This is crazy.
I think we can end it there.
Yeah, we gonna end it there. Do I have a song this week?
Do you?
I think I do.
Oh my God! Bro, ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
There is no way we just heard that. Come on, man. Lord. This man is a menace to society. I'm gonna hurry up and find this song real quick before we really hear a snore. Because Lord have mercy, Jesus.
It's in sweepy time.
We way past sleepy time. This is oh God. I'm going to go with can't go with that because I feel like we heard that one recently. I'm going to go with. Let's see. Did I use this before? I don't think I did. Files on here because I don't think I used it. Nope, I don't believe I did. I'm going to go with Richer by Rod Wave and Polo G.
All right, let's do it then.
You can thank NBA 2K23 for that. But let's let everybody know what they can. First of all, you follow Darnell on all social media platforms. Not too famous because right now he is out like a light, as Scott would say.
It said not too famous. He's not too sleepy.
He is way too sleepy.
They made off a cup of that.
Marcus, let everybody know where they can follow you.
You know me, Marcus Davis 904 on Twitter, Marcus Davis _ on Instagram. Not on Threads yet, but we're working on that.
I'm on 3. You can follow me on Twitter at AceWade1, on Instagram and Threads at Ace_Wade1.
Oh, hold on. It ain't Twitter no more. It's X.
Oh, no, it's not X anymore.
Yes.
They're not rebranded.
God.
Yeah, that was never going to happen. But and also follow the podcast page on Twitter at Indie Evidence and on Instagram at Indisputable Evidence. Not on Threads yet. We may or may not be on there. But it's been another great episode of Indisputable Evidence, and we're gonna leave it as we always do. God bless y'all. Stay safe. Take care of your mentals. Tell your loved ones that you love them. Tell them you love them every day. Oh man, we got to reiterate this once again because yet again, another person said they don't shower 2-3 times a week. Wash your hands. Wash your face. Wear your mask. Marcus.
With soap and water, or washcloth, or loofah, whatever you prefer. Wash every morsel of your nasty, stank booty behind ass. Every single morsel. Your feet, your face, your back, your underpits, your neck, your chest, your booty, your genitals, all that. Yeah, I said it, and I ain't taking it back.
Every crevice, people. If I see one more person say you should shower 2-3 times a week, Mac,
And see this right here?
I'm gonna slap the sap out of somebody.
This right here is called deodorant.
Use it.
Take the top off, roll it up, right on your armpits, thoroughly, and you get no stench under there. Simple.
Yeah.
And wear shoes with some socks in the movie theater, the Barbenheimer moviegoers.
And also, stop using lemons as deodorant. It ain't gonna cover up the must. It's only gonna make it worse.
Lemons ain't Dove. I'll say that.
God, they're snoring away.
That man is.
Oh, God.
Good Lord, the hell?
We finna end it right there. Y'all have a great night, and we'll see y'all again next week, hopefully with the full crew.
Yeah, y'all be easy.